Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to New Japan Pro Wrestling's G1 Climax 26. We are on day 10. The halfway mark, people. We are almost there. We are halfway through this. And our first B block match of the night is Nakajima versus YOSHI-HASHI. Very interesting dynamic here. John, what do you expect from this match?
I expect Nakajima to hit hard, for YOSHI-HASHI to endure, and we know one of these men is going to be picking up a crucial victory today. I just don't know which.
Absolutely. I mean, it's worth noting Nakajima is one of only two men in this entire block with 3 wins under his belt, the other being Yuji Nagata, Blue Justice.
Right.
So if YOSHI-HASHI can knock Nakajima off, knock him down to the 3-2 ranks, there are probably going to be quite a few other men joining those ranks today, which would make Nakajima's record significantly less important.
And let me ask you, partner, wouldn't that also put YOSHI-HASHI at 3-2 because he beat Kenny
Yes,
Omega and
yes,
he
it
beat
would.
Evil?
That is
So
correct.
yeah,
Yeah, he would
there
be
you go.
3-2 then. So this is, it's either gonna even these guys out, or Nakajima's gonna take the lead on the entire block, and then be really rooting for Michael Elgin in the next match, who's taking on Nagata.
Right.
That being said, we're going to be hitting the play button when I say go. We have our New Japan World player set to 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 10 seconds. That's 11910. And again, as I said, we're going to be hitting play when I say go. 3, 2, 1, go. And there you see the back of Nakajima. He is really getting himself psyched out for this match. And there was the bell, taking on YOSHI-HASHI there. YOSHI-HASHI still with that taped up shoulder, though, John.
I mean, certainly Nakajima, if his match with Yuji Nagata was any indication, he is going to exploit that shoulder in perhaps no time at all. We shall see. But, partner, I would like to field an inquiry your way. We already kind of broke down, the preliminary aspects of this match, where everybody ranks, what this win would mean. Who do you got in this one? Do you think YOSHI-HASHI's going to pull it out, or do you think Nakajima's going to continue his momentum?
I think Nakajima might have a mean streak in him that'll allow him to win this match.
I mean, YOSHI-HASHI, if there's one thing I've come to respect about the man since this tournament, it's his resilience. The guy can take a beating and keep on ticking and keep on trucking until he gets that win. And then you see a nice kick to the midsection there, clubby blow, and now into the side headlock.
Yeah, YOSHI-HASHI is he's been surprisingly durable in this tournament.
Yes.
He does have an injured shoulder, but that hasn't stopped him from acquiring a 500, which is 2-2 record.
Exactly. Nice shoulder block there to Nakajima. And I'll tell you, the genius of the kick. If he wants to win this match, he's going to have to put his whole education on display.
Big scoop slam there from YOSHI-HASHI.
Absolutely.
A lot of the time he'll do that to set up his top rope senton, but it doesn't look like he's going to even try that. It didn't even look like he set Nakajima down in a proper position for him to hit that. So,
and I mean, look, if I'm Nakajima, and I know it's an unpopular view because I rooted for his strategy against Nagata, I want to leave that shoulder in tatters. I don't want to leave anything intact. And if it takes compromising a man's health to become the leader of the block, nice spinning heel kick there. That's what you got to do. So YOSHI-HASHI, he came in, he advertised the bullseye. I think Nakajima would be quite foolish, actually, to not take advantage of it, so we'll see what he does.
It almost feels like Nakajima is kind of doing to YOSHI-HASHI the same thing he did against Nagata, where he's going to try and beat him straight up at first, but if he feels, well, and there's the first example of it, but if he feels as if the match is a little bit more challenging than he had hoped, he'll start going after the injury.
Which shows a very stark contrast between these two men. Because when YOSHI-HASHI had his match with Yuji Nagata, not once did he single out the legs. And YOSHI-HASHI, and he ended up losing that match, though. Whereas Nakajima, when he did target the legs, one of the first men to actually win employing that strategy, and now he's going to do the same to YOSHI-HASHI's shoulder.
Not even once.
Exactly. And now, look at this. He's going to just grab him here. It's going to be into the guardrail, shoulder first, no, back first. Still, though,
and then he falls out the guardrail. I think he was expecting to lean up on that gate, not realizing that it hadn't been actually properly latched shut.
Yeah, that was during Sonata's matchup
Yeah.
against
So
Marufuji and Goto.
Sonata causing additional damage there to Yoshi-Hashi without even realizing it.
Yeah, I doubt Sonata will be very apologetic in that regard.
I mean,
And
they're
now,
not even in the
oh,
same block. He doesn't care.
exactly. Now look at this by
Yep.
Nakajima. This is what I'm talking
Exactly.
about, though. Leave that shoulder in tatters. Worry about the ethical quandaries after the fact when you get the win. That's what I say. And now Nakajima gonna really try and
We're up to
capitalize on it.
17, 18, and now they're both back in the ring. Okay.
But see, I mean, and no offense to YOSHI-HASHI, but you take liberties with the count. I mean, look, when you have an injured shoulder or an injured leg, you're not necessarily dead weight because you're still conscious and everything like that, but you're easier to manipulate than, say, if all of your joints and body parts and all that good stuff were healthy. And Nakajima, now look at that again, in between the ropes, just like the guardrail a few moments ago. And now what's Nakajima? Straight kick there again. I like this mean streak he's developed. He beat Nagata, and now he's well on his way to beating YOSHI-HASHI. So we'll see. I mean, look at him. He's even kind of enjoying himself a little bit from where I sit. What do you think?
Yeah, he kind of has an evil look going on right now. It's interesting.
And now YOSHI-HASHI, they're seated in the corner, favoring that shoulder. Have you ever had shoulder pain, partner?
Oh, yeah.
I can tell you, I don't think I've ever really had extensively, but
Yeah,
I
I don't
can't
think I've
imagine.
ever really had it to the extreme that Yoshi-Hashi has right now where it's taped up, but there will be mornings where I'll wake up and have just a ridiculous amount of shoulder pain because sometimes I actually sleep on my own arm.
Now, I just want to highlight something. If you saw that sequence by Nakajima there, one thing he did that made my eyes kind of light up because I've seen other tactical performers employ that maneuver. He gets YOSHI-HASHI in the hammerlock, but then with the shoulder fully exposed, drives it into the turnbuckle. I mean, these are the kinds of moves that are going to secure Nakajima victory. He should never deviate from that shoulder, and I hope he doesn't. I know in the heat of the moment, you might want to engage in a strike battle or be like, oh no, I'll man up. No, stay on your game plan. And look at that. YOSHI-HASHI taking an unnecessary risk. Nakajima had it scouted and another kick there. This is a brilliant game plan by the genius of the kick.
And another kick there specifically to the shoulder. And now look
Hey,
at this.
oh, this is going to be Garvin Stomp-esque. Look at that, just driving his boot in, almost disrespecting YOSHI-HASHI there. Wow. Now YOSHI-HASHI realizes, oh, and just the stomp again.
I feel like
And
Nakajima is channeling his inner Naito during these last couple matches.
definitely, and it's been paying dividends thus far. But I got to ask you, partner. I mean, if you're Nakajima and you're employing all of this brilliant psychological tactics, nice boot to the face there in the corner, and another kick there straight to the chest. Do you maybe adapt and refine your game a little bit? Maybe add an arm-based submission or anything like that, or you just keep doing, just everything you've been doing?
I mean, if what he does works, why change it?
Exactly. What a truck. I love his form off that drop kick, and then he just explodes out of it right when he's about to make impact, and YOSHI-HASHI kicks out. If you're YOSHI-HASHI, though, partner, and you know that this is a bullseye you're going to keep wearing, do you make any changes? Do you try and, maybe focus more on the arm that is healthy for your offensive base maneuvers? Like, what do you do? Because it's such a handicap to walk in with.
Honestly, I would and I don't think anyone's ever going to actually do this, but if I was in that much pain, I would probably forfeit a match or two just to properly heal up and have more of a chance in the final matches.
Right, a nice drop kick to the knee there. That's also smart by YOSHI-HASHI. Hey, if you could take away a limb from somebody else, you're on equal footing.
Yeah.
So, YOSHI-HASHI, that was a nice DDT. Now, YOSHI-HASHI, it starts by regaining your vertical base, and YOSHI-HASHI, he's there. He's vertical. And now look at that, he's calling Nakajima to get up. Nice knife edge chop there.
I'd say cryo treatments and lots of pain meds and don't even wear the bandage because that just draws attention to it.
I mean, I would certainly agree. I think that bandage is just asking for trouble. I get that YOSHI-HASHI needs to stay healthy. He wants to do right by his recovery. But, I mean, you're in there with guys that honestly could give two shits about your welfare and are only considering that Wrestle Kingdom 11 main event. Nice chop in the corner there, though. And notice how he used the good arm to really get all the force behind it.
Maybe even do what Nagata and Tenzan have been doing and where there's suction cups on the injured area.
Exactly. Nice drop kick there.
And again, brings Nakajima back into the ring and he lands hard on his back again, too.
Kick out, though, by Nakajima. Like I said, partner, YOSHI-HASHI can take a beating. He
Yeah,
can
he
take a
can.
beating big time.
And we've
And,
already seen him take quite a beating, and now here he is on offense.
oh, look at this. YOSHI-HASHI, that could be signaling for the senton.
Maybe. He likes the scoop slam to set it up.
Oh, wait. No,
Powerbomb, maybe.
he's thinking powerbomb, but look at Nakajima.
Hurricane
Nice
Rana.
Rana. And again, YOSHI-HASHI favoring the shoulder. Nakajima here could be going 3-2 here. And now YOSHI-HASHI, oh, eats corner. Oh, super kick to the head there.
Oh my god.
Immediately crumbles. And now look at Nakajima here.
Backdrop driver!
Beautifully done, but YOSHI-HASHI eats it.
Wow.
Oh, got caught. Dragon suplex. Dragon suplex
Dude.
release.
Wow.
Nakajima now off the ropes. Got caught. Look
Oh!
at YOSHI-HASHI.
Tombstone! Oh, under the shoulder breaker!
Yeah, look at that.
Wow.
YOSHI-HASHI pulling out a shoulder breaker, though it's funny because Nakajima seems to be favoring more the back of the head and neck. But yeah, YOSHI-HASHI is like, this is for every time you attack my shoulder. I'm not letting you get away with it.
Well, I think he might have even hit his head on the mat as well. I think it was like a hybrid tombstone pile driver shoulder breaker at the same time.
Well, if you want to talk about a move that asserts your place in this match, that's certainly it by YOSHI-HASHI. A nice forearm there, but Nakajima responds, wow, what a forearm there.
Yeah, because typically just a normal shoulder breaker would have like an over-the-shoulder hold into the knee drop, but there he had him in a tombstone pile driver and dropped down to one knee.
Yeah, it was definitely a very unique maneuver employed by YOSHI-HASHI. And now look at this. He's got the dominant control of the forearm strikes, but Nakajima, another kick there.
Those shoot kicks from Nakajima are devastating.
Oh, but the super kick, though, by YOSHI-HASHI. And now again going to try the power bomb. Is he going to bridge it? He got it.
Yeah,
there's
he
jackknife
is.
bridge.
Jackknife 1, 2. Oh, wow, that was actually really close. Okay, so we're in this now. YOSHI-HASHI has got to be feeling now like, okay, I got that close. I don't need that much more to get a 3 count.
Exactly. That's got to be exactly his thought process, partner. I agree. And now could he be thinking senton here? It certainly seems like it.
Yeah, definitely.
But can Nakajima get the knees up, and especially on that shoulder?
Yeah.
He got the knees, and yeah. The back, I think, got more favor than the shoulder, but still, that's got to just rack your body with pain.
I feel like it would have been more effective if he had only put his right knee up, because that would have more favored the upper back and maybe even the shoulder. Oh, and look at that! Super kicks from hell! Wow! Oh, it's going for a brainbuster here?
No, another super kick.
Is that going to be it? 1, 2. No.
YOSHI-HASHI stays in it.
Okay. Oh, go for the PK!
He got
it. He doesn't ever end the match on the PK. He always goes for the brainbuster. This was a mistake Kenny Omega made. He could have pinned YOSHI-HASHI after 2 V-triggers.
Oh, and look at that!
And again, the inverted Enziguri there. Oh, goes for another PK. YOSHI-HASHI ducks. Oh, and the lariat from YOSHI-HASHI.
Look at it, hooks the leg. 2. Kick out by Nakajima.
See, Nakajima made the Kenny Omega mistake. Kenny Omega had 2 V-triggers in on YOSHI-HASHI. Probably could have pinned him for the 3 count after that, but insisted on going for the one-winged angel. Nakajima, after that PK, he probably could have pinned YOSHI-HASHI, but he insisted on the brainbuster, and it fit him.
We've seen this.
The pump handle pile driver here.
He got it. 2, 3 count.
YOSHI-HASHI evens things up.
I'll tell you, you want to talk about standouts in the B block. No, YOSHI-HASHI's record, he's not undefeated. Maybe he hasn't had these breathtaking wins save for Kenny Omega. But I'll tell you, he persists and persists until he gets that W. And YOSHI-HASHI wins again.
And at the end of the day, karma is a bitch. And that's exactly what just happened. That half Nelson powerbomb pile driver thing, he calls that karma, and that bit Nakajima in the ass.
Yeah, I'll tell you, for all the disrespect he showed Yuji Nagata and the disrespect he was showing YOSHI-HASHI in this match, exploiting the injury, came back to bite him in a huge way. And hey, partner, let me just point this out too. We spend so much time talking about streaks. Let's talk about streaks, because like Tanahashi in the A block, YOSHI-HASHI now has 2 tournament victories in a row.
Who was it the last match against? I forget.
I believe it was Evil last time, if I
Oh
remember
yeah,
correctly.
yeah. I think you're right, and yeah, that's huge. Two massive wins over Evil and Nakajima. You know, Yoshi-Hashi might just be the streakiest man in this tournament because he started out 1-0, and then he went 0-2, and then now he's gone 2-0 again.
Exactly.
There's no consistency whatsoever, but he's 3-2, which puts him above average.
I'll tell you, I've gained a whole new respect for Yoshi-Hashi thanks to this tournament. And that is a man that won't quit until the last breath has been beaten out of his body. And Nakajima couldn't achieve that tonight, even with all of his kicks.
I will say though, I did, I said it puts him at above average, but now he and Nakajima are both 3-2. And if Michael Elgin defeats Yuji Nagata up next, we would have four men at 3-2. And our main event tonight, Honma versus Naito, they're both at 2 wins, so one of them is guaranteed to be 3-2. So if Michael Elgin manages to defeat Yuji Nagata, that would make 3-2 not above average, but the average.
Exactly. Exactly. And this is a huge opportunity for Blue Justice.
And you know
Because,
what, though? That
yeah,
being said, John, this is going to be the end of our first recording here for Yoshi-Hashi and Nakajima. We are going to close this out, and we will be back for Yuji Nagata versus Michael Elgin up next, so stay tuned.